One of the participants who had been with us since the beginning, but he had to step out, Mr. Chris Kwaja, has sent in his own perspectives. I'll just seek your indulgence to read it out, and then we'll continue answering the questions. Mr. Kwaja is of the he's of the Center for Peace and Security Studies at the Modibo Adama University of Technology, Yola in Adamawa State. He's also a member of the United Nations Working Group on Mercenaries. He had said, these are his thoughts. The digital economy is a reality that women cannot afford to miss. Unfortunately, it's an economy that is dominated by the men. Women must secure their place in the digital economy, not just as recipients of aids or micro supports by the men. They must be critical to deciding who gets what, when, and how. His second thought, he said, women have capacity to mobilize, but are not very influential in the economy. They should be involved in the command chain of the economy, not just in the distribution chain. And he did say that, for instance, Hadiza Bala Usman heads the Nigerian Port Authority as MD, where mega businesses occur. And his question thereafter is, how many of such businesses are owned by women, and how many women is government exploring ways of empowering in that sector? These are the thoughts of Mr. Chris Kwaja, who unfortunately had to step out of the studio. He's one of the discussants that was penciled down for this event, and he was actually with us until a short while ago. We're still discussing mainstreaming rural women enterprise development into digital economy initiative, the opportunities, strategies, and constraints. It's a virtual event, a webinar put together by Zinari News on the occasion of their 10th anniversary. We'd like to take on some of the questions, if the studio would beam some of the questions online, and I'll beg that any of the participants, any of the discussants could help answer if it concerns you, or if it's an area that you would like to talk about. So the floor is open, but we'd like to keep our interventions to 2 minutes each, please. Our discussants? Or you want to give us further thoughts about your earlier submissions? But I think the questions are scrolling now. Dr. Abdullahi had answered the question about the poor literacy rates, especially for rural women. I think there are one or two others. Okay, I think there's one from, there's one that's coming up. It says, successful women cooperatives may love to manage the demands of digitization. What do we plan for beginner women cooperatives? Can we share Mr. Odubela's perspectives on this? The Lagos Chamber of Commerce? Yes, please. Mr. Odubela, may we have your thoughts on how beginner women cooperatives may leverage on the demands of digitization? Okay, I think he's, is Mr. Odubela still with us? Shall we then take Madam Yinka Ajibola? Do you want to share DPW's experience with us? I know you've dealt with a few cooperatives.
Yes, we have.
Okay,
we work well with cooperatives because rural women believe very much in cooperatives. and we do work with them, and we make a lot of progress with them. Most of them, you really have to start from the scratch. You want to achieve a lot from with them, because we're talking about rural women. The level of poverty is high. Some have a little education, a few have more education. So the first step is really to educate them, give them literacy skills, numeracy skills, because for them to be able to use the digital effectively, there are some basic knowledge that they must acquire. And so, like I said in my earlier presentation, it has to be holistic. We have to handle them holistically. So you give them the literacy skills, give them the numeracy skills as beginner women cooperatives, then give them entrepreneurship skills. And eventually you may have to give them some, fund. It could be a loan, they will repay, and while giving them the fund, you tie it down to empowering them with to enabling them, or forcing, not even forcing, encouraging them to use these digital skills, and it would work. It would work. So the whole thing has to be taken together if we're going to achieve success. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I see that the cooperatives form like a core of the interventions. So we can't speak enough about it. I guess that Zenari News is also taking it on board, that maybe at their next webinar, because I think this will become a bit of a regular scheme, they could approach people from the Cooperatives Federation. That's a very powerful federation. And maybe we would have to get them to come and talk with us and give us fresh insights into how we can get the rural woman to benefit from understanding more about cooperatives and leveraging on it. Because I think it's a good interface between cooperatives and technology that will benefit the woman more, instead of doing it on a singular basis. All right. Are we getting any more interventions? Dr. Abdullahi, do you have something else to say, sir?
Yeah.
In this regard.
Yes, certainly. Thank you very much for the opportunity once again. I think it's just to give the perspective that I've given earlier on regarding our artisans' capacity building. Now, the cooperatives actually, of course, what we do is, in addition to the capacity building program, we identify the beneficiaries and then cluster them into groups, and then more or less like cooperatives. And then we create opportunity. The opportunity, of course, they are being empowered. But what is more important is we identify mentors, link them up with mentors that take them through. And of course, as I said earlier on, we help them register their companies, their cooperatives. They register their cooperatives, and we also support them in setting up, shops. We identify shops and we enable them, support them in setting up those shops, and then we assign them with mentors that work with them for over a year. Sorry, not for a year. They work with them for a year to ensure that all their businesses, the various businesses that they have been able to do, are established, and then so that they can be on their own. The most important thing is really to be able to sustain and to use those skills that they have acquired. And so they need support, both financial and moral support, and they need to be able to have the environment. So really, we, in addition to working with established cooperatives, we also enable those beneficiaries of our programs to create cooperatives to enable them register in clusters, and then to assign them with mentors that support them throughout the period in which they are with us. But then hopefully we have a database that we continue to monitor their progress throughout. So it's not just after the training, after empowering them after a year, we forget about them. We just work with them throughout the period that they remain in business. And that's what we do. And I think this also adds to what was said earlier on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I think every time you talk to us, you give us a new thing to talk about. I like particularly working with them because you haven't abandoned them with just the tools and the capacity build. The theme of mentorship is critical, and I'm so glad that NIDA has taken that on. Mentorship through the stages until they get it right. And because when you're able to mentor them, they are also able to mentor further down the line. So it's a way of gravitating it down. So we think this is a scheme that you should talk to more Nigerians about. I think Zinari has given you the opportunity to say it to a lot more Nigerians now. But thank you so much, Dr. Usman Abdullahi, representing the DG of NIDA. We would like to, at this point, bring the discussions to a close. But before we do that, there is a formal vote of thanks, which will be given by a strategic management board member of Zinari Communications, Mr. Ayo Thomas.
Yes, what a wonderful program. Congratulations to Zinari Communications Limited. And thank you everyone on this special program today. First of all, we give glory to God. The first virtual anniversary discourse of Zinari Magazine, Zinari Communications, has been successfully delivered. And of course, on this note, we would like to say thank you to everybody. But then before that, we, as a project management person, the take home now, which seems to have reflected in all contributions today, is that rural women represent solutions, and they are solutions providers. Just like the way projects are solutions to some problems, women unarguably are solutions providers at all levels of governance, community, and any social setting. And so we should deal with the rural women as a special project, meaning we should plan for them, we should implement the plans for them. We should also monitor those plans that they go according to what's planned, and then we should do some level of evaluation, and at the same time learn some lessons, so that we can always improve on whatever programs and plans we have for the rural women as far as this nation is concerned. So congratulations to all Nigerian women too. Congratulations to the rural women, the solution providers. And so on this note, to all our invited participants who have contributed immensely with their quality contributions on this program today. We really appreciate your kind contributions. We especially appreciate the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, Pauline Talin, and the Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Disaster Management, Ajia Shadia Umar Farouk, for being on this special program. And I can assure you, the views and the opinions and comments of all participants definitely will be communicated, even including the video coverage of the entire event for a lot and a host of other persons who may not have had the privilege to attend this program, to also listen and to learn from this particular program. So on this note, I want to assure you that this program will be more regular, just like our moderator, Christy Adejo, has said earlier, a foremost MC by excellence and public event moderator. That the program will always be coming from time to time. And we also want to say that in the next event, which is going to be on the Northern Economic Summit,